This is for the deeply feeling therapists who feel disconnected from themselves and cut off from their creativity. SoulCollage will reignite your creativity and your curiosity about yourself and your world. Hi, I'm Rebel Wolf with Kindness Corner Studio, a safe, affirming space for helpers and healers to come home to themselves through creativity and community. I'm also a certified SoulCollage facilitator. SoulCollage is a creative method created by the late psychotherapist Sina Frost, wherein a person creates their own deck of collage cards that represent different parts of themselves, their community, the world, the universe at large. It's kind of like tarot, but the deck is all your own, all created by you. And when you consult your deck, you're consulting your own parts or the parts within the world that are relevant to you. These externalized manifestations of important energies in your life can help you come to better understand your parts, yourself, your loved ones, your neighbors, your worlds, anything else. I've facilitated therapists, other helpers, healers, educators to use this method to come home to themselves, especially during intense times of burnout, disconnection, compassion fatigue, vicarious trauma, all those fun occupational hazard things that we deal with all the time. It works because it's personal, it's individualized, it's simple, and it's accessible. Therapists, social workers, allied professionals, they all seem to love it, or at least the people that vibe with me, love it because it combines art, psychology, um, depth, and just the right amount of woo-woo. So I'm going to walk you through making a soul collage card. The materials you're going to need, cardstock or mat board, something a little bit thicker than regular paper, cut into 5 by 8, 5 inch by 8 inch rectangle. You also need some glue. I recommend a glue stick. And then images for collage. And this can be a variety of different things. It could be pictures that you have, magazines, craft paper, cut up calendars, whatever you've got around and whatever is jumping out at you. You also need some scissors, something to write with, and something to write on. Okay, here we go. I've got my materials here. I've got 2 images that I picked, a background and a foreground. I've got my 5 by 8 backing, scissors. I have a cutting mat in case I need to use my X-Acto knife, and pencil and glue stick. So what I'm going to start to do is look at the most important parts of the images. So for this one, I want it to be vertical, and I want this center part to be kind of prominent, but I also want a lot of the web in there. So I'm going to try to kind of, I can feel it on the edge to kind of see where everything is at. And then before I do anything with glue or anything like that, I'm going to take a look over here at what I'm going to put in the foreground and see what's most important here. And for this, I really just want this flower. I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to cut out the flower. Okay, so I've got my flower all cut out here. And now I'm going to take a peek at what this looks like here. I want it to be like that. Yeah, okay. So I am going to kind of finagle around to figure out how I want to do this. When I have a big image like this and it's just kind of like, it doesn't have to be super exact, I will usually just kind of eyeball it. You can do that, or if you really want, you could take a pencil and make some like vague lines for yourself. I'm going to glue it down and then I'm going to cut around it, because that eliminates the possibility of trimming it too short by accident and then it not covering the whole thing, and my getting frustrated. So I do it this way, and it's also very satisfying to just kind of like cut around the image. Okay, so I had it basically like this. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna smooth that out, and then just come over here, and I could cut with scissors, but like I said, satisfying. So this will be very satisfying to go across all of the edges. And you don't need to use a knife if you don't want to. If that's not your jam, totally fine. You can do everything you need to do with scissors. It's gonna get a little sticky here. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just clean up this one tiny little spot. Boop. Okay, there. Got the background the way I want it. And now I'm just gonna come in and get the flower just right, which I think is right there. So for tiny detail ones like this, I will just kind of get the back thoroughly, and my hands will get a tiny bit sticky, but I want to make sure it's on there real good. Something cool about using the glue stick is that you can kind of move it around if you need to. If like later you find another image you want to put on there or something like that, it's very easy to just kind of peel back if you want to add some layers or move things around. But I do like it to get, you know, pretty solid on there. Okay, so here I have my completed SoulCollage card. I'm just using 2 images, 1 background, 1 foreground, quite simple. And now I'm going to do the processing part, which is really crucial and really what makes SoulCollage SoulCollage, rather than some other form of collage. I'm just going to move it here so I can get my little paper. The processing allows for the card to tell us what we need to know, why it showed up today, what message it has for us. And there's a kind of a specific way that I like to go through the processing and the questions, but the quintessential SoulCollage one is I am one who. That one, you know, any processing you ever do with the SoulCollage card, you know, that one's really most important, I think. And when I process and when I teach folks about it in workshops or things like that, I like to suggest to do it more than once. I actually suggest to do it 3 times, to do I am one who, and have an answer come up 3 times. Things kind of can get a little deeper and deeper as you go, which is kind of neat to see. And then the whole time you're doing the processing, it's all from the point of view of the card. So we're allowing the card to speak. So we'll go through here, and I'll write as I'm processing. I also like to put the date so I can remember. Okay. I am one who seems out of place. I am one who gets stuck. I am one who is beautiful wherever I go. It's important while you go through the processing to not try to do all kinds of meaning making and kind of lead it with your own brain. It's really important to just allow the card to do its thing, allow the card to speak through you. Don't think too much about it, just let it kind of bubble up, and whatever is there, write it down, and you can come back to, you're going to read through after. But now is not the time to be like doing all of this, like, oh, that's what that means, and that's what that means. This is the chance for the card to just tell us what it needs to tell us. Okay, so now the card is saying to me, my gift for you, or it's offering for me, my gift for you is a different perspective. And time to ponder. Your gift for me is, so it's my gift for the card. Gift for me is to take time to just be before reacting or jumping to conclusions. So then the card is saying to me, I want you to remember unexpected things happen all the time. My message for you today is see if you can just be with the unexpected without reacting or concluding. And emotions linked with this card. I like this one in particular because it's helpful to kind of understand like what feelings I'm feeling when I'm looking at the card, what emotions the card might be experiencing. So for me, this is, yeah, I'm experiencing like curiosity, yeah, there's a lot of like, uncertainty. And I'm not getting much like emotion from the card. Yeah, okay. So as you saw, I wasn't like trying to jump to analyzing anything. I was really just letting the responses just kind of come up really sitting with the card and trying to connect with whatever the card is experiencing. So then a nice way to kind of like cap things off is to read it back. If you're doing this with a partner, it's really neat to hear someone else say it back. And if you're doing it by yourself, I think one way to kind of get that similar is to read it out loud for yourself. So this is something that I do even if I wasn't recording a video. And then if you can also kind of alter if it's like, oh, wait, that's not quite right, or oh, also this. Okay. I am one who seems out of place. I am one who gets stuck. I am one who is beautiful wherever I go. My gift for you is a different perspective and time to ponder. Your gift for me is to take time to just be before reacting or jumping to conclusions. I want you to remember unexpected things happen all the time. My message for you today is see if you can just be with the unexpected without reacting or concluding. And emotions linked for me, curiosity and uncertainty. And then this is just something to sit with. I usually like to give myself at least a few moments to just kind of take that all in. And I can maybe start to make some connections of things that are going on in my life right now that would, connect to some of the messages coming up here. But I also don't have to like try so hard to do that. The process of this is the work of sitting and thinking and taking in the message. Like things are gonna kind of seep in. You don't have to try to make sure you, I don't know, connect all the dots or make sure that you do things differently or anything like that. You can just kind of sit with it and let it settle. So there you have it. We made a SoulCollage card and we processed it. So there it is. So remember, it's meant to be just for you. These aren't pieces of art to sell or trade or hang up in a museum or whatever else you might think real art or whatever is. These are just for you. These are parts of you that have shown up and they're presenting themselves to help you, to be a tool for you to better understand yourself, your world, all kinds of things. If you get stuck with wanting to follow the rules and make sure you do things perfectly, like a lot of us end up doing, think of my voice right now saying the following. The only wrong way to do it is to not do it at all. Now, there's crazy traffic noise, so I'm going to say that again. The only wrong way to do it is to just not do it at all. Obviously, you have that choice always, but really, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it and just do it. And that's great. If I've piqued your interest and you want to learn more about SoulCollage, you can check out the links I'm going to put in the comments below, and you can learn more there, both on my Kindness Corner Studio website and also on SoulCollage and the World of SoulCollage. I'll also put some information about upcoming SoulCollage workshops and gatherings that we have coming up. If a safe, affirming space of other helpers and healers where you can make art and make community while showing up as your full self, anti-racist, neurodivergent, queerness, wonderfulness, we would love to have you join us. Until we connect and create again, be gentle with yourself. Remember all you've done already.